afternoon, everyone. Thank you for patiently waiting. My name is Brian on behalf of Ford Motor Company. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the brand new Boss 302 Mustang. That's what I like to hear. Now, folks, I'm sure there's a few Mustang fans in the crowd. Can anybody tell me what year we originally debuted the Boss 302?
69.
1969. He was ready for it, folks.
Yeah.
We originally debuted the Boss 302 in 1969 by 1970 Parnelli Jones, the famed racer that gave us a lot of help with the production of this Boss 302. He was racing the 302 to victory in the Trans Am Series. But ladies and gentlemen, this 2012 version takes it to an entire different level. Now, it's created by a team of dedicated Ford engineers right here in Michigan, which luckily for us all, there are also Mustang enthusiasts. Therefore, they put all they had into this 302. They started by taking a look at our 2011 Mustang, the GT, the 5.0. They strengthened it, they lightened it, and they refined it. And what you have right here is the result: 444 horsepower with 380 pound-feet of torque. Now, here's how we got there. The pistons and the crankshaft damper are unique. What we did is we lowered the body mass as well as the friction. That gives you a faster rate of acceleration. Now, we also improved the engine intake, we revised the camshafts, and we added additional engine controls to give you a race-ready feel. Now, we also have a race-inspired clutch. That is a closed ratio, short throw, 6-speed manual transmission. The only way you will be driving a Boss 302 Mustang. This is a race car with a license plate, folks. No automatics here. So what this all translates into is that our Boss 302 goes extremely fast. Now, we do have two different versions for you. We have the standard Boss 302 up here on the dyno. You're going to see that go through a quarter mile in just a moment. But for you race fans, we have a very special edition. We call it the Laguna Seca edition. We did a lot of development on that track. You can actually see it right up front in our display. You might be able to see the red hood from here. Only two different colors to choose from with that version, the silver with the red up there, as well as black with race red accents. And the reason why we did the race red, folks, is because this is built for the track. So when that thing's going around at 100 plus miles per hour, that race red looks pretty darn cool. So that's how we did that with our Boss 302 Laguna Seca edition. Quite a few differences between the two. For example, this one starts off at about $41,000 MSRP. Our Laguna Seca about $48,000. Also with the Laguna Seca edition, you have a larger front splitter, larger rear spoiler, different wheel and tire package, and inside, these Recaro seats that my good buddy Derek's sitting in right now. These were built specifically for the Boss 302 by Recaro. They're standard in the Laguna Seca edition, optional in this version, and right behind those seats in the Laguna Seca version, there's no more seats. What we did is put a crossbar design instead, about 12% improvement on the stiffness of the suspension, so that thing is ready for the racetrack. But with all Mustang Boss 302s right here at the shock tower, you're able to change the stiffness of your suspension. There's 5 different settings. All you need is a flathead screwdriver, 1 for the softest, 5 for the stiffest. You can also get to it at the trunk as well. And now we're to my favorite part of our Mustang Boss 302. When Carroll Shelby took a cruise in our Laguna Seca version, the first thing that he said was, "How did you get that sound?" Well, I'm sure you guys saw the exhaust coming out the back, but what you may have missed are the pipes right here in front of that rear wheel. We have a quad exhaust system with our 302. Hardly any fumes actually come out, but what it does, it provides a surround sound experience when you're driving inside the 302, because you also have a sound tube coming directly from the engine compartment into the cockpit as well. And folks, last but not least, this is the very first production Mustang from Ford Motor Company that can handle over 1G on a skid pad. With the Laguna Seca version 1.03, with this version slightly over 1. So this thing is ready to take the corners on a racetrack with our Mustang Boss 302. Well, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm sure you guys want to hear it. Am I correct?
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of people sitting here watching. This is the Motor City. This thing's where this is built. Can we do a little bit better than that? Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
That's what I like to hear. Enjoy the power of our Boss 302. Nate, they're all yours, buddy.
Nothing like the sound of horsepower to get you pumped up and excited. Hello everyone, I am Nate Pace, and we are right here live inside the Ford display with a brand new 2012 Mustang Boss 302. And I gotta tell you, man, we are super excited to have this thing in here because we're not on a roof hanging out, we're not outside in the parking lot. Right inside the Ford display live, we have a car running on the dyno. Now, the 2012 Boss was inspired by the original 1969 Boss 302. It's designed to be the fastest, best handling Mustang ever put into production by Ford Motor Company, and they have met the challenge. Before I go on talking about it a little bit more, I seem to have a problem here. We have our driver, Derek. You ready to go, Derek?
Ready to go.
Derek's ready to go, I'm ready to go, but we have an empty passenger seat. Come on up here. Come on up here, little girl. Get you in here. Go for a ride. Now, I'm going to look around one more time. As long as you guys are into it. I mean, if you're not into it, I'm not going to look around. If you guys are into it, I'm going to look around one more time. So everybody get your passports ready, because that's what we're going to look for the next ride. Okay, guys? All right, she's getting strapped in there, ready to go. She's about to experience 444 chest-pounding horsepower, along with 380 pound-feet of torque, all coursing, working its way through the veins of our quad exhaust system. That's right, not two, but 4 pipes. 2 exit out of the rear of the vehicle, the other 2 just in front of the rear tires. It's mean, it's rough, it rumbles, and you know, I can go on all day long talking about how I love how this thing sounds, or you guys want to hear what it sounds like? Yeah! That was pretty weak, I don't know. We just did this in Los Angeles. Those guys are really loud. That's on the other side of the country. This is Detroit. This is the Motor City. We have a lot of horsepower. We can make a lot of noise. I see a lot of people. Can you guys make a lot of noise?
Yeah!
You ready? Set, go! If you go to the screens, you can see it. You got all the way up to 120 miles per hour. That's 7,500 RPM at the top of 4th gear. Now, do we wrap it up, or do you guys want some more?
Have another one.
That was pretty good. You guys didn't even need any more prodding. I like that. You guys are good. Did you have fun? Yes. Says yes. She had a good time. All right, it's that time. Show me the passports. All right, man. Come on. These guys been yelling. Come on over. Come on over. All right, guys. For all of you that are seeing at home, what's your name?
David.
David. David has his ticket to ride right here. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Ford Passport. We're giving these out for free right in front of the display. You have this all through the Ford display, so your ticket to ride. We even got free swag for you at the end. Go ahead, hop on in here. We'll get you set up. Now, while David's getting acquainted with our driver, Derek, I gotta tell you, while this is cool to come up here and make a rumble and make some noise and have some fun with it, the coolest part about the Boss 302, I can't even show you here, because it's not about the engine. The engine's great. It's about the handling. The new Boss 302 is the best handling Mustang we've ever put out directly from Ford Motor Company. Pulls over a G in the skid pad and over a G laterally. The Laguna Seca pulls over 1.03 in the skid pad and lateral. Now, it is a purpose-built race car, a race car with a license plate, some would say. Do you guys have racing licenses? No? Everyone was dead silent on that one. Don't worry, we're going to take care of you. If you buy a new Boss 302, we send you out to Miller Motorsports for a full day of race training to get you prepped to know how to drive the car. It sound good to you guys? All right. You guys all filtered over because you heard the noise. You were close by. You're lucky. You heard it and said, all right, this is where it's at. I'm going over there. There's people that are a little further away that are going to hear this, and I don't want them to be confused on where to go. So I need you guys to say Mustang for me on 3 as loud as you possibly can. So when we make this roar, these guys know where to come find us. Can you do that for me?
Yeah!
All right. 1, 2,